Hello everyone, welcome back to Sportsbook Review's football or soccer coverage. The international break is over, no more of that nonsense. We've got club football back and we are delighted about it. It's week 3 of the Serie A season, which means I'm obviously joined by Alex Campean and Tancredi Palmeri. Alex, we had a very good week last week. Tan wasn't there. Maybe we do better when he's not there. I
Probably, you never know. Not a lot of words from Tancredi pre-show, so I don't know. Maybe he didn't drink his coffee, or maybe he's upset with a 5-0 win or 4-0 win of Italy yesterday. I don't know exactly what's happening to him. But yeah, we had a pretty good week last week, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, something like that. Both bankers pretty delighted with that, and excited of this final week of international break full of drama, total chaos. It was unreal what happened in this international break.
Indeed it was. We've got Alex on 6.31 units of profit already after just 2 weeks of Serie A. I'm actually on 5.42 units of profit. Serie A has been my best league so far. Tan's also in profit. Wasn't with us last time around, but he's been delivering profitable picks too. Tan, did you enjoy?
But you didn't count. You didn't count my picks the other time.
You were 1.73 units of profit after week 1.
But you didn't count the picks of the week 2.
Well, you weren't there to deliver them, but I'll add them in. Were they good? Did they go?
They were good. They were good.
Okay.
They were good. They were good.
We'll add them in there. Sounds good. Sounds good. What do you make of the upcoming weekend, Tan? Got some big games.
Yeah, it's the biggest that you can imagine because of Napoli, Juventus, and Milan, Lazio together. There are 5 that are top of the league at the moment, and they are all 5 of the 7 cousins, as I call them. Only Atalanta and Juventus, especially Juventus, are standing behind, but Juventus can delay anymore to climb back. So it's week 3. It's a long way to go, but it's all pretty meaningful. If Napoli win and they beat Juventus, means that they can be serious for the title. If Juve lose, only 1 point, or even if they don't win, so even they draw, only 1 point out of 3 games is too bad to bear. Milan and Lazio, if Lazio win, or anyway, if they don't lose, means that they can be serious too. If Milan win and they are 9 points out of 9, it's part of the game. But if Lazio don't lose, means that Sarri really could deliver. So it's entertaining, and it could be already very, very important.
Yeah, it's all very exciting. Just a quick shout out to everyone on the chat. Brown Magic says he needs correct picks and no funny business. Gaz Wilco says, good afternoon from the Still City. That would be Sheffield, if I'm not mistaken. Hassan's here. Welcome, welcome. Laulu says, just loves hearing my sleek voice. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Hey to PJ Wilson, Mashari Penn, Carl Crawford, Jonathan Nelson, Garrick Matthias. Manchester is red. Yes, it is, with Ronaldo, Manoj Tamang, Art Kutoki. Sorry if I've mispronounced any of them there. Hamid hasn't been to Park Casino because he's got COVID, but he's watching on from quarantine. So hope you do some good online betting on Serie A. Right, we'll start analysing the games in just a minute, but first, please hit that like button, show us a bit of love. Subscribe to the channel, click on that notification bell, and you'll be notified every time we're about to start filming. When all this is over, you can head on over to sportsbookreview.com, read picks and insight from Alex and Tan, lots of other great writers too, read some sportsbook reviews, use our free betting calculators. There's a wealth of resources there. And final shout out for the Pick 6 contest. This is SBR's season-long Pick 6 contest for NFL and college football. $50,000 in season-long cash prizes up for grabs, $1,600 per week, totally free to enter, and it's beginning soon because the NFL season is almost underway. Bucks versus the Cowboys tonight should be very entertaining. Okay, we've got 10 games to preview. We're filming Bundesliga in 52 minutes, so we better get cracking. Starting Empoli versus Venezia. Empoli have come flying out of the blocks, haven't they? Beat Juventus last time out, sent shockwaves through Italian football, I imagine. Alex, are you thinking that they're going to keep the momentum going against Venezia at the weekend?
Yeah, Venezia very poor in the first 2 games of the season. They failed to score in both games. On the other side, even if they lost 3-1 in the season opener, Empoli played very well against Lazio. They were a little bit unlucky not to win a point from there. They had a lot of opportunities of scoring. That duo from in front, I like it a lot. Mancuso with Cutrone. Andrea Azzoli, really good job with Empoli. I don't think that Venezia will stay up at the end of the season. I think that they will go down, and it's time for Empoli to add to that 3 points that they managed to win against Juventus, pulling off the upset 2 weeks ago. I think that they should add 3 more against a really, really pretty poor side, this Venezia side. So yes, one of my official picks for this week, Empoli at 1.82.
Ah, great. Nice one. Thank you. So Derek says he's here for the Tan madness. Tan, what have you got a madness for? I know you've definitely got a madness for us this weekend, but what have you got for us on this one?
You will have told me because the thing that I sent you, I can't find on Skype in this moment. But anyway, I do remember as well because Empoli versus Venezia to me is Empoli to win all day long. It's been... well, you mentioned the results they achieved. The way they achieved it, the way they played, it was very good. Seems that they are following the line of the good football they were playing, being promoted. Venezia could be a kind of smaller Empoli. Empoli is already small. Just that the quality of players is not the same good. And their experience is dated to 20 years ago, so there is no Serie A experience for this team basically, and they have to learn. There is really probably Juventus Empoli can't be that win how the league will be, but there could be some very good young things in this Empoli. So odds are good enough to go Empoli to win.
If this game was played 1 week ago, probably Tan would say that Empoli won over Juventus, so they will be pretty high on confidence, and maybe Venezia could pick up a result. But it was the international break, so exactly. Empoli.
Very true, totally true. They had time to digest the hype, let's say.
Yeah.
Indeed. Anchor's just going for both teams to score in every single game, which sounds quite fun. May well be a profitable strategy. Derek's reminding everyone to hit the like button for these goats. Thank you so much, Derek. We are the goats of the sports betting world. That's what we aim for. So yeah, please do give us a thumbs up. Okay, the big one. We're going straight off. Napoli versus Juventus. Tan, will come to you first to discuss Napoli versus Juventus. Obviously, the biggest game of the weekend. What's going to happen to Juventus now in this post-Ronaldo era? Is it actually a blessing in disguise, or will they miss Ronaldo? And how do you think they'll fare against Napoli?
Okay, first of all, to adjust to the atmosphere, I've put the referee shirt because there is always the referee factor in Napoli-Juventus is a factor to factor.
Who is the referee for this match, by the way? Do we know him?
Yeah, wait a second. I just don't remember. Let me just check. Irrati.
Massimo.
He got Massimiliano Irrati. Yes, he got. It's not that good rated. Like it's very good that when he's VAR, possibly is the best VAR in the world.
How good you have to be at VAR? Excuse me, you have a camera in front of you.
No.
What do you mean no?
No. It's not just.
What do you mean no? It's a VAR. You have the camera in front of you. Oh wait, it was a foul.
it's not like
it was a penalty.
You think that VAR is like traffic light, so it's green, it's red, that's it. No, that is the offside. Sometimes you need to be, first of all, you have to have a good timing, so not to waste much time. Secondly, you have to understand where there is a light contact that is worth the call for the referee, or sometimes it is actually turning point. The situations are not very clear. Anyway,
Speaking of good timing, what are your thoughts on Napoli versus Juventus, Tan?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Look, you asked if Cristiano Ronaldo missing will impact Juventus or actually is a blessing in disguise. Well, of course, he was playing a bit on himself, but still he was scoring 30 goals. So before, and he was covering 3 years of horribly playing by Juventus. So it's not like Juventus would anyway play good. But anyway, Juventus got a squad deep enough to win again the league. Not easily, but to win again the league. Anyway, big problem because of all the players in South American qualifiers that will travel back think that they still have to play, because tonight they are playing the last round of CONMEBOL qualifiers. For example, Alexandro and Danilo will land in Italy only 3 hours that the game will be played. All the others Argentinians will land tomorrow afternoon. What am I saying is that this Quadrado also, yes, of course. What am I saying is that it will be a huge factor. Quadrado, actually, I can tell you because I spoke with the club. Quadrado will land, yes, also tomorrow afternoon. So this will impact a lot. But will impact also on Napoli, even though they only have one player that is traveling back. But it's the second goalkeeper, Ospina. But the first goalkeeper, Meret, just got injured for 1 month. So at the point where they are, considering that Ospina got a very huge knock in the qualifiers, so huge that he couldn't play the ball with the foot and had to call a defender to do the throw-in. So Napoli are risking to have to play their third keeper. Now, their third keeper is not like someone belonging to club having a chance, like could have been, I don't know, Adrian at Liverpool. He was playing in the 4th division until last year. He's the third keeper just because you need someone as a third keeper. He would never expect to play in the season, for sure never in Napoli Juventus. So
this is what will happen also with Manchester City this round in England.
He played in 4th division last year, the third keeper?
I don't know what is their third keeper, because he didn't play for sure. But Ederson and the other one, Stefan, I don't know, remember his name. One cannot play with the Brazilian rules, and the other one is injured. So,
but see, I don't know who is the third, but the main difference is that this guy used to play in 4th division, and that was the best that he had achieved until so far. He wasn't like, oh yeah, he's young, we have to throw him in. So it's a big if. So these 2 big ifs will play a factor in the game. I guess that considering how shaky at the moment Juventus is, Allegri will start very defensive to not expose the team. So I go with the draw at the halftime.
Draw half-time, like it, thank you. Mashari Penn says Juve without Ronaldo is like a burger without cheese. Beetle Bailey says that 52 minutes to Bundesliga is already in jeopardy because VAR already causing weekend issues. We've actually got 44 minutes now and we need a good 5-minute turnaround time. So I'm going to try
more.
To 3 to 4 minutes per game, please. Alex, with that in mind,
yeah.
I swear I will be shorter for every other game. Just Napoli Juve deserved a bit.
Over 2.5 goals in this match at 1.9, in my opinion. I think that there is plenty of value. Also with the problems with goalkeeper for Napoli. Osimhen is back. They won the suspension of the ban to the Italian league. I don't know if Federico Chiesa will play for Juventus. That is a very good question. Also, probably Moise Kean will play in the attack. He had a good international break. And he signed with the Juventus. Over 2.5 goals for me at 1.9. I think that it has plenty of value for this match.
Like it. Thanks very much, Alex. Next up, we have obviously normally a very high-scoring team in Atalanta playing against the Fiorentina team that have been involved in a lot of high-scoring games too. Not sure what. 3-1 they lost on the opening weekend of the season and beat Torino 2-1 last time out. So are we expecting another open, entertaining game in this one, Alex? You thinking maybe Alex Classic?
Probably, but I think that the more value on Fiorentina, to be honest. I like them a lot in the first 2 games of the season. On the other side, we have some injury issues with Zapata. We don't know if he will play or not. I don't know exactly what to expect from this Atalanta side at the beginning of the season. Yes, they won against Torino, but you know that everybody can beat Torino, minus the teams that they will play this round. And after that, 0-0 with Bologna. I think that the value is on Atalanta, on Fiorentina to cover here, or draw double chance, or +1 on the Asian handicap. Coming after this international break, I think that the value, many underdogs can pull off the upsets in this one. So +1, imagine that is almost at even money. Only if they lose by more than 1 goal difference, you will lose your bet, you know?
You're making me nervous now, Alex, because I'm going for Atalanta to win and over 1.5 goals in this game. Derek's with me, though. Derek's going for Atalanta to win as well. Tan, do you think Atalanta have got a chance of winning this game? I just feel like they're overdue an exciting performance where they score 3 or 4 goals.
The entertaining game, it's here, in my opinion, the way. Not only Zapata, Muriel. And I'm pretty sad about that because it was my biggest pick in fantasy football, and I can't change because Italian fantasy football, it's an auction at the beginning of the season, and you stay with those players along all the season. So it particularly hurted me.
Hopefully you didn't take Ronaldo.
I didn't because it was expensive and I thought he could leave. So Muriel too will be missing for 1 month. But anyway, Fiorentina, very good impression in the first 2 games. Will be entertaining, will be Alex Classic, in my opinion, which is the natural leaning of Atalanta, and I think it can become the natural leaning of Fiorentina. It was already in the first 2 games with the new manager Italiano. So both teams to score and over 2.5 goals.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. I'm also expecting an open, entertaining game. I just think even with a couple of players missing, Atalanta might just have enough firepower to get the job done in this one. But a lot of people in the chat are going for Fiorentina, or Fiorentina going draw double chance. Yannick's going for Norwich to draw against Arsenal. Just stop it. Arsenal are going to win that game 5-0, no danger, and go on and win the Premier League. But we are here to talk about Serie A, so it's all good. Next time we have Sampdoria versus Inter Milan. Very big game. Inter have made a blistering start to the new season, lost a couple of key players and their manager in the summer, but made some shrewd acquisitions too and come flying out of the blocks. Tan, do you think they can keep the momentum going against Sampdoria, who do seem to be leaking goals?
It is to understand how reliable this Inter is. We are learning game by game. Against Verona, they risked. This Sampdoria, it's surely to monitor. Now they have added Ciccio. Here it is. Ciccio Caputo is now.
What in the world this is with this transfer? Can you tell me? Can you please explain?
Well, basically, Sassuolo got Raspadori and Scamacca. They are 20 and 21. They have to grow. And they said, look, Ciccio Caputo, we love you, but actually we would like, I think it's time for us to make grow the guys. And so possibly you will have less minutes. So if actually they're asking for you, maybe it would be better for all of us just to do it because you will start in there. I don't know how much you will start with Sassuolo. We have a project. This is the project of Sassuolo. I respect that vision. Obviously, I'm sorry for Ciccio Caputo. It's my little hero. But I understand the perspective of their planning. Anyway, Sampdoria playing a pure counter-attack. D'Aversa was at Parma 2 years ago, had the perfect players for that, with Gervinho, with Cornelius, with Kulusevski. I think Inter will suffer that approach. So I go with, if I'm not mistaken, I said both teams to score over 2.5 goals, Alex Classic.
Ooh, interesting. Do you concur, Alex? Can you see this being both teams to score an over 2.5 goals game?
I think that it will be closer than expected. Yes, I totally agree with what Dan said. I don't know if we will see so many goals, but after this international break, everything is possible. I will remain with my Inter and under 4.5 goals that I used 2 times this season in the first and the second week, and is at 2.05. So I don't think that we'll see more than 4 goals, to be honest. Inter are missing some of their players, some of their very important players. I don't know what the situation with Lautaro Martinez, what it is. Maybe Tan can tell us. Also Bastoni.
For a second, the connection went off. You said about Lautaro Martinez what?
Yeah, I don't know what is his situation right now, Lautaro, if he will play or not in this match, and also Bastoni.
No, Bastoni should. Lautaro and Correa will land tomorrow early afternoon. Vidal late afternoon. Vecino Saturday. I'm reading as I gather the info from the club. Vecino on Saturday afternoon. So, but I think Lautaro will play anyway.
Yeah, probably he will play. So yeah, I don't know about Perisic also. Because it's very hard. The news are circulating 1 hour after hour, with every single player. It's very difficult. So it's better to check the lineups. It's very good to check the lineups. But 2 days before the match, I would say to you, Inter and under 4.5 goals, and I will stick to that.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, so international break is always a nightmare from a betting perspective. And this international break has been worse than normal due to all the COVID regulations, quarantine restrictions, all these players coming back from South America. Is that going to inspire you to perhaps reduce your stakes a little bit for this weekend when you're betting on games, or are you still going in hard?
Yeah, no, I still have my bets, 1 unit and 2 units, but not so many.
Yeah, I would just advise everyone, just proceed with caution. Like Alex said, there's a lot of players going to be out missing, and maybe wait until close to the game so you can actually see the starting 11 before making your official plays. But we're giving our predictions as we see it today, and we're going to move on to Cagliari versus Genoa. Waiting for those fancy graphics. Thank you very much. Look at those graphics. They are just fantastic. So, Cagliari languishing in 14th place. Genoa, where are Genoa in the table? 19th place, lost both games, conceded 6 goals. They have faced pretty good opposition though. So
yeah, exactly.
You can't criticise them too heavily. They've still got plenty of time to bounce back. Alex, do you think they'll bounce back in this game?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think Cagliari are much more organized right now under Semplici, their coach. I think that this is a home win in my opinion, but I'm not touching at all on this game because, again, I don't know how Cagliari will. I don't know what will happen with João Pedro, Pavoletti there. Some of the players, Farias, Keita, also Răzvan Marin picked up a knock yesterday in Romania's game. I don't know how fit he is. So I don't want to risk anything about this match. But normally, in normal circumstances, this should be a home win at even money.
Okay, thanks very much. Chris S in the chat is asking, do any of your picks win? If you're asking us, yes, our picks do win. We are all in profit so far during this Serie A season. If you're asking the guys in the chat, then yeah, their picks often win too. We've got a great community of sports bettors here that all share best practice, and we try to work together to generate profits. Hassan is just saying the picks that he went all out on and won some good money. So thank you very much. And he's specifically saying, thanks, Tan, for your insight. What do you think on this one, Tan?
Look, I think that this week, the Alex Classic, the combo, both teams to score and over 2.5 will be very popular. Partly for what I saw so far in Serie A in the first 2 games, partly for the particular conditions of the players coming back from long trips and everything. In this case, I've seen also the defenses of Cagliari and Genoa, especially the one of Cagliari that is helping that. So I go with both teams to score and over 2.5 goals here as well.
Wow, we're getting a lot of Alex Classic tips. It's just that sort of league these days, isn't it, Serie A? Just really open and entertaining games. I'm loving it. Okay, Torino versus Salernitana. There they come. There come the graphics. Yeah, Salernitana, we were all expecting them to be pretty bad this season. They've lost both of their games so far. For me, this just really feels like the sort of game that Torino can get the job done in, Tan. What do you think?
Totally. Actually, Juric is building step by step the confidence for Torino, and I think that what we saw in the first two games, Torino-Atalanta and Fiorentina-Torino, was already good, not good enough because he lost both, but he was playing already different, Torino, and I think here they will start to pick up points. Salernitana, they hired Ribéry. Huge enthusiasm in the city, huge enthusiasm, but we will see that when Salernitana will play at home. For now, I saw that it is 1.60 on Torino to win. For me, it's very good. So Torino to win, and that's it.
Like it. I'm with you there. I'm going for Torino to win this game as well. Ashley in the chat saying Serie A is the most entertaining league by far. It is, isn't it? It really is these days. La Liga's kind of gone off the boil a little bit. Lots of draws. Premier League's played at an intense pace, but there's a lot of teams that just sort of defend. I'm loving Serie A at the moment. Alex, we've got another big game here, Torino versus Salernitana. Do you think we're going to see another high-scoring, entertaining game?
I wrote an article, the parlay of the week, and I included this match at SBR, and this is one of the picks from the parlay, and I went with Torino to beat Salernitana. Salernitana showed their limits in the first two games of the season. Torino, yes, they lost both games, but against tougher opponents, and they even scored in both. I think that the new coach, who did some miracles with Hellas Verona in the past two seasons, will improve the team, will add some more quality to decide. They brought also Piazza, if I pronounce it correct, Tan.
Yeah.
So Piazza, okay. And I think that he's a great transfer, a low knee, more exactly. I think that the value is on Torino, and if you want to take it as a single bet, I think that you should go with Torino, and over 1.5, it should be around 1.8 there.
Okay, interesting. Thanks very much, Alex. So we're talking about what entertaining league it is. I can't say I'm getting particularly excited for this next game between Spezia and Udinese, but I may be wrong there. Maybe you can highlight why this will actually be a great game that everyone should watch. Have you got anything in this game, Alex? You got any leans or any plays?
Yeah, leans. I'm leaning towards Udinese. Again, I was very impressed in the first two matches. The 2-2 draw against Juventus, it was the mistake of Juventus goalkeeper, so I don't think that you should even count that 1 point. Against Venezia, as expected, Udinese got the job done 3-0, and let's go home. I don't know why Venezia still even played, because 3-0 they would have been the score if they were not going to play the match, So take your rest, and 3-0, put it on the board, and that's it. Spezia, the same team, very entertaining. Last week I went with Lazio, and both teams to score. It was around 2.85 or something like that. And I was very happy with Spezia scoring in that match. I think that the value is with Udinese here. I don't think that they will lose this match. Maybe you can go with Udinese draw no bet, something like that. Maybe also with both teams to score and over 2.5 goals, because Spezia will find the back of the net.
Yeah, I'm also leaning towards Udinese. I think Spezia would have been low on confidence, but at least they've had a couple of weeks to regroup and sort of figure out how to plot a return to winning ways after that hammering at the hands of Lazio. Got anything for this game, Tan? Who do you think is going to prevail?
Yeah, much thanks to what Alex said, and I synthesize in a combo double chance out and both teams to score. Udinese impressed me for how solid they have been. Spezia like to play, but also defensively they have still to grow a lot. So I don't see Udinese losing this, but in some ways Spezia concede a lot, but also find the net. So combo, double chance out, so draw or Udinese to win, and both teams to score. I found it at 2.15, but I think it's good value considering how likely it is.
That does sound good value, because we're all thinking that Udinese are going to get a result there at least. And yeah, Alex is convinced that Spezia are going to score. Sounds like a good bet. Okay, got that one out of the way. We're moving on to a game that I'm now really excited about. Milan versus Lazio. Lazio have just made another fantastic start to the season, scoring goals for fun. As we just said, they just took Spezia apart last weekend. They're playing against a very good Milan team that are also had a good record, very good start to the season. What do you think, Tan? Are we going to see another Alex Classic in this one, of both teams to score in over 2.5 goals?
Yes, indeed. It's in my top picks. The banker is Torino Salernitana, but it's in my top picks. Sarri ball is on. It will completely go in that way. Let's remind that both are 6 points out of 6. But again, Lazio got not that pressure of, we have to stay up with the others. They hope, but they don't have the pressure. Milan got that pressure. Milan are debuting in Champions League this Wednesday. They are playing at Liverpool, if I'm not mistaken. So they won't be distracted, but something could be there. Lazio will be much more carefree. But anyway, Lazio are helping to open the game. Very proactive. Milan, very dynamic. Alex Classic, both teams to score over 2.5 goals.
Nice, like it a lot. I think I'm with you there. Alex, are you going to make it a full house?
Yeah, full house here, on the same page with you guys. Very good attacking firepowers from both teams. I think that this will be one of the most entertaining games of the round in Serie A, and probably in Europe. Everyone is expecting Manchester United, of course, Cristiano Ronaldo's debut. But this is a match to watch, because this is pure entertainment. These two sides, when they meet each other, and given the conditions right now, with no pressure, because I think that if we were talking Champions League round 5 group stage, I think that they would think about it, what players to use, whom to rest, blah, blah. It's the first round of fixtures in Champions League next week. So anyway, we'll cover it on Monday, right, Martin?
Yeah, we're going to cover the Champions League on Monday, guys. Look forward to that.
So yeah, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals, the Alex Classic here.
Okay, great. Thanks, Alex. Yeah. Next up, we have Roma versus Sassuolo. Roma are fast becoming my favourite team to bet on. Bet on them both weekends so far. Both paid off. High-scoring games, very entertaining. Great running from Tammy Abraham. They've been destroying the opposition. Do you think they're going to keep it going, Alex, this weekend? Sassuolo are a decent team, also good going forward. What do you make of it?
Always Sassuolo was that kind of the team, great going forward with clinical in front of goal, with that trio from in front now, minus Caputo, but with Raspadori, who enjoyed a great international break. Also yesterday he scored. But on the other side, as you said, Mourinho's masterpiece, very good at the back, keeping it very close. They conceded against Fiorentina 1, but they scored 7 in 2 games, and they kept a clean sheet against Salernitana. They also played the Conference League. They destroyed Trabzonspor 3-0 at home. So with Tammy Abraham being the player to watch throughout the season, I think that I will have a nice bet on him to be top scorer at the end of this season. Such confidence I have in this team. I think that this is my banker for this week. Roma to win and over 1.5 goals in the match at 1.7.
Wow, interesting. Tammy Abraham to be top scorer. What a turn up for the books that would be. Maybe Chelsea shouldn't have let him go if he's going to be that good. Tan, what do you think? Are you going for Roma too?
Look, it took me a while to pick my pick on this. In the end, the odds helped me, and I went with Roma to win on Sassuolo. Anyway, it will be tough, although something I think is still not clicking generally for Sassuolo. I don't know, maybe the form of Berardi wasn't still good. Maybe missing Locatelli still, they didn't replace him properly. So, and Roma were very clinical. So this convinced me in the end. Odds are good, but not great. So if you are looking for something to complete the parlay, check for this. If you're looking for something safe, there are safer bets.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I can't really look past Ciro Immobile, to be honest, for the top scorer. But I'm just seeing here now that Tammy Abraham is priced at 14-1. If you go each way, you can get a quarter of the odds if he finishes in the top 4 places. So you'll be in a very good profit if he finishes second, third, or fourth. That looks like a good one. Who have you got for the golden boot? What's it called? The Campionato. What's the golden?
Capocannoniere.
Camionere.
Capocannoniere.
Capocannoniere.
Capocannoniere, yes, more or less.
Who are you going for?
Wow. Didn't think about it. Just give me a second. Go with Bologna Verona pick from Alex and I'll tell you.
I don't have one.
You don't have one on Bologna Verona?
No.
Okay,
totally,
I'll tell you. Osimhen from Napoli. Osimhen.
Ah, nice.
Nice.
Hopefully he will stay fit.
He's also
that's true. But I think with Spalletti, that can be good.
And fit and without red cards from now.
Without sanctions, yes.
Yeah, if he keeps his head. Okay, thank you. So we are going to move on then to Bologna versus Verona. Alex hasn't got a tip for it. We know that. Perhaps not the most exciting game of the weekend. Tan's totally disagreeing. Verona have conceded goals in games.
I think it can be entertaining. Look, with Bologna, this is always happening. They have a very good attack, very good. And there is no match between the level of defending and attacking. And you know what? Sinisa Mihajlovic doesn't care because he said, okay, I will try to score 1 goal more than the others. Verona with Di Francesco has completely changed and switched into an offensive side, but not being good enough. Now they even just sold Zaccagni, so they became my third favorite, to say like this, to be relegated. So I say Bologna are favorite, and the odds on Bologna are very good. But let's say that it's safer to go with the Alex Classic, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals.
Thank you very much, Tan. So that Bundesliga in 52 minutes was never in danger. We have beaten it.
It depends, because probably you will catch me while driving in a car during the show, because I had to leave 10 minutes ago.
Okay, really quickly. Juventus aren't the favourites to win the title anymore. Inter have become the favourites now, I can see. Do you both think that Juve can still get the job done and lift the trophy at the end of the season?
It's a long season. It's tough to predict it from now. But in squad depth, I think that Juventus still has the best squad right now. So I believe that they will do it. But you never know, because let's put it this way: we have also we have European competitions. They will play. The top teams will play a lot this season. Also the international breaks 2 more times before the end of the year. This is crazy, So I think that if Napoli's players or Roma's players or Inter's players will stay fit and they will not get injured, and they will start winning matches over and over, week after week, I think that this fight will go till the last 2-3 games of the season. But normally, I think that Juventus should have the power to regain the title, the Scudetto.
Ooh, it's exciting, isn't it? If it's going to go right down to the wire, that's what we want to see. Lots of good, relatively evenly matched teams battling it out for glory as the spring comes around. Okay, Tan's already said that. Actually, he reminded me that he thinks that Juventus can just about seize the title due to their squad depth by just a tiny.
Yeah, but I think that it could be the tightest. The tight, not the tightest, like saying only by 1 point, but last year we had 4 teams 1 week to go that could arrive. 1 week to go that could arrive from the 2nd to the 5th spot. Yeah. And I think that can happen to the title race next year, which never happened before.
Yeah, because Inter have been seriously weakened, haven't they? Good start to the season so far, but can they keep it going? Okay, thank you very much, gentlemen. Esteban, could you please bring up our top picks and we'll all read them out. I'm at the top here, so I'm going to go first. I've got Empoli at -117. Inter at -133. I'm going Roma and under 5.5 goals at +120 because I've been burnt with my under 4.5 goals recently, so I'm pushing it out. Actually, the same odds, which was good. Torino and over 1.5 goals at -112. And Atalanta and over 1.5 goals at even money +100. Over to you, Alex.
Empoli -122. Inter and under 4.5 at +105. Milan, Lazio, Alex Classic -125. Roma and over 1.5 at 1.7 or at -1.143. My banker of the week.
And that's in red because it's Alex's banker, and he's putting 2 units on it. Tan, can you read all that?
I can read. Okay, Napoli Juventus is draw at first half, but there is not the odds that have been there. I can tell you right now what are the odds.
Probably 2.0 +100.
I can tell you. Just give me a second. We have at the moment 2.20, for example.
+120.
Yeah, +120. Then Atalanta Fiorentina, Alex Classic. For who doesn't remember yet, what is Alex Classic is both teams to score and over 2.5 goals at -112. Milan Lazio, Alex Classic -125. Empoli to win -122. Torino to win, it's a banker and it's -160.
Perfect. Thank you very much, guys. Okay, everyone. I hope you enjoyed listening to us today. Serie A's back, which we're very excited about. It is the most entertaining league in Europe right now, and we're hoping to keep the momentum going. Thank you for all your comments in the chat as well. It's been great fun sharing this past 45 minutes with you. Give us a thumbs up. Show some appreciation for Alex and Tan, and subscribe to the channel. Head on over to sportsbookreview.com, read all their articles, and you'll see us again in about 14 minutes' time when we're starting to talk about the Bundesliga.
Make it 20. Make it 20.
No, we cannot 20.
Go. Okay, bye, guys.
Cheers.
Ciao.